โลโลโลโลโลโลโลโลวันนี้ผมจะมาตามเก็บเควสเป็นเควสลองเอาวันนี้อาจจะเล่นได้ไม่เยอะนะครับตามเก็บเท่าที่ได้เดี๋ยวเราจะไปเควสหลักกันก่อนนะสักเควสหนึ่งแล้วก็ที่เหลือเราจะตามเก็บเควสย่อยกันวันนี้อาจจะมาไลฟ์สั้นๆส่วนใครเล่นเกมนี้อยู่แล้วก็พยายามที่จะหาชุดเนาะชุดประจำบ้านนะครับผมนะแนะนำให้เล่นไปถึงที่ว่าเราใช้เวทสะเดาะกุญแจได้ก่อนละกัน
Rebellion
นี่ผมเปิดไปยังวะ2 4 บวก 1 กับ 5นี่เป็น7 5 6 7
Rebellion
นี่เข้าไม่ได้เรายังไม่ได้เรียนเวทฮัลโหลโมล่ายังกริ้งมาจากไหน
Professor Weasley?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
พอได้ห้องนี้มาเมื่อไหร่นะความรวยจะบังเกิด
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it.
Revelio.
There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of the Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness! My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear, can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Revelio.
ได้เวลาหาครองแล้วเดี๋ยวนะไอ้ของมาสูงๆจะยังไงวะเนี่ยไม่ได้อ้าวหาย
hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
Revelio.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Revelio.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here?
Revelio.
What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Reparo. Here. Revelio. Springo. Accio.
คุ้นๆนะนี่คุ้นๆในทางนี้เหมือนจะเคยมาไม่ใช่เคยมาเด็กเคยทำอยู่จำไม่ได้เอาหัวแปรบ
Revelio.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
นี่ออกแล้วแล้วถ้าเอามาตรงนี้มันจะลอยข้ามนี้ไหมโอ้ติดวัดทางนี้ก็ขึ้นไม่ได้ จะไปได้
Leviosa.
มันลอยได้เดี๋ยวนะถ้าทำอย่างนี้ล่ะเปิดได้โอเคมีหอยอะไรไหมไม่มีเนาะ
Revelio.
ไอ้คนเจเป็นบินไปไหนแล้ววะไม่ได้ยินเสียงมันแถวนี้เลยวะ
Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Oh, นี่ไง
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
แป๊บนึงอาจารย์ เดี๋ยวดูก่อน40มันต่างกันไม่มากดีกว่าเพิ่มใส่ดาร์กนะเสียดายว่ะดาร์กวิสาดแต่ไอเราก็ยังไม่ได้เรียนเลยสิประเด็นอยู่ตรงนี้เวทยังไม่ถึงใส่ไปก่อนก็ได้จริงมันก็ไม่ต่างอะไรมาก5,000 คราว
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
ริมๆนี้กันน่าเหมือนกันมั้ง
You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds.
Hey, any
Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Okay.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
I've more to teach you about transfiguration, if you have a moment.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
ใช่ไหม
Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
นี่จะเป็นเวทที่เอาไว้กับ
Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it.
Oh, เป็นสีนี่เอง มีให้ปรับขนาดรายการด้วยเลยต้องปรับยังไงโอ้
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony.
ปรับเปลี่ยนระเบียงแล้วว่าพื้นห้องไปถึงอันไหนอันนี้เหรอ
Try aiming at the floor or at that balcony whilst using the altering spell. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
โอ้มันเปลี่ยนสีได้นี่หว่าไม่สีเหลืองไม่เลยอยู่บ้านฮับพับสีเหลือง
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
ผมจะเอาอันที่สองแล้วกันนะมันจะบอกว่าเป็นอะไรที่แบบเป็นธรรมชาติ
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me. An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
แต่ผมต้องไปทำที่ขยายแปลงปลูกผักนะ8 ขวดเลยทำอะไรต่อเดี๋ยวเขาผลิตที่จะเยอะนี่ของอาจารย์กระเทียมอันนี้เหมือนไม่แน่ใจว่าต้องไปซื้อเองหรือเปล่าต้องปลูกมันต้องใช้มันเด็ดอะถ้ามันเด็ดเดี๋ยวค่อยไปหาดูแล้วกันนะมีหรือเปล่าอันนี้ผมมีแต่ว่ามันเมนเดเรตผมไม่มีวะเนี่ยเมนเดเรตไม่มีอ่ะต้องไปซื้อเปล่าวะไม่ขึ้นมันต้องไปซื้อแหละโอเคเดี๋ยวเควสต่อไปเราจะไปทำของป๊อปปี้กันมาเก็บเควสเสริมอย่างเดียวเลยผม ห้องต้องประสงค์อยู่ตรงไหนวะดูสิครั้งหน้าผมมาอีกมันไม่ใช่เลยหรอกนอกจากนี้มันคนขี้หลงขี้ลืมขนาดห้องกับห้องพับนี่ผมยังลืมเลยขนาดบ้านตัวเองแท้ๆยังลืมเลย
Revelio.
จริงๆอีกแล้ว
Leviosa. Confringo. Accio.
ป๊อปปี้ไก่ปอ600 กว่าเม็ดเลยเหรอ
Confringo.
ยิงพลาดอย่าว่าอะไรผมนะขนาดบ้านตัวเองยังลืมเลยอะครับพับไปทางไหนก็ไม่รู้ เฟรดี้ป๊อปปี้เควสป๊อปปี้อยู่ฮอกมิดเหรอป๊อปปี้มาแล้ว
I remember you. Your generosity helped me afford this
Oh,
rather
buck.
exotic snake contraption. Very Salazar, isn't it? Come now,
Mm.
don't be stingy.
เดี๋ยวเจอบ้างเดี๋ยวไม่เจออะไรกันมันไม่รู้ป๊อปปี้มาทำอะไรในร้านนี้วะ
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we?
Hello, Mr. Pippin. You need help with a delivery?
Yes, I do. A capable student such as yourself should have no trouble making the trip to Cambridge. It's just south of Hogwarts.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered a few invisibility potions. I used to go myself, but lately Fatima has taken to turning every visit into an argument. Constantly complaining about the quality of my stock. But how can I maintain excellence when she orders so often, giving me no time to brew? If you take this rather irritating task off my hands, I'd happily allow you to claim the delivery fee from Fatima.
I'd be happy to help with the delivery.
You've no idea how grateful I am, truly. Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's a talented potioneer in her own right. I dare say I wouldn't mind having a look at her potion recipes one day.
โอ้ย1,000 กว่าเมตรที่แรกนึกว่าเควสของป๊อปปี้ฟิกโถ่ ผมว่าทางนี้น่าจะมีมันเด็ดเดี๋ยว
I cannot thank you enough for all you did to get my cards returned to me. I've been painting and painting. Incredible how such darkness can inspire such beauty. Appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to visit me again, won't you?
เหมือนว่าจะต้องใช้ใส่ศัตรูด้วยมั้งอยากใส่ศัตรูเป็นกลุ่มอ่ะ
Madame Luong, I have a delivery from J. Pippin's potions.
Sent a child to do his work for him, did he? Always cutting corners and taking the easy way out. Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter. You could probably do it better than he can anyway.
Why do you keep ordering from him if you think the quality to be inferior?
It would seem I have more and more customers who are trying to stay out of sight. I'm not one to judge. You can simply imagine the stress I'm under to deliver quality products. Unlike some vendors, I strive to keep my customers satisfied.
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to cheat his customers. Cutting corners to save some galleons for himself at the expense of quality. You'll not be getting a canut out of me until you prove the potion works. Drink it.
Seems simple enough. I'll do it.
I should think so.
Revelio.
Always been keen on Keenbridge.
ไม่ติดตัวเปล่าวะบอกให้ผมดื่มน้ำยาล่องหนนะมีอยู่
It seems to have worked.
Well, I suppose that will do.
If the demand for potions is as high as you say, have you considered being easier to work with? Perhaps combining your recipes and skills?
Ha! Not a chance. That ne'er-do-well had his shop handed to him. The rest of us had to make our own way. I'll not give him the benefit of my hard work and gumption. If he fails on his own, so be it.
You mentioned that more and more customers are trying to stay out of sight. Why?
Well, I can't speak for all of them, but certainly my Ashwinder customers have their reasons. If I were you, I'd forget I heard that.
Very well. I shall let Mr. Pippin know I delivered the potions as requested.
You do that.
What do you have for sale?
Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
รับอีก 1,000 เราจะวาร์ปไปแล้วกันเฮ้ยมันท็อกหมดท็อกมีดรอแป๊บเล่นใน Ps4 ก็อย่างเงี้ยเนาะ โหลดไม่ค่อยเร็วเท่าไหร่นะครับอาจจะต้องรอสักแป๊บหนึ่งอาจจะเล่นในแค่เควส2เควสนี่แหละ
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around.
I delivered the potions to Fatima Luang.
Very good. And did she cause you any trouble?
Nothing to worry about. I handled it.
Glad to hear it. And thank you again for your help.
It was a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Pippin.
Likewise. Worth every bit of that delivery fee to have someone capable deal with that witch.
By the way, I found this book of potion recipes in Cambridge. Might it be useful to you?
Is this Fatima's recipe book?
You should keep it. She doesn't deserve to have it.
I appreciate what you're saying, but you have much to learn about respecting the property of others. Some things are sacred amongst potioneers. I shall return it to her immediately.
Oh, แต่ดีใจเนี่ยว่าเลยก็จะเว็บป๊อปปี้ต้องหาศัตรูอันนี้เดี๋ยวรอเขาเรียกว่าอะไรไปเรียนเวทนั่นก่อนถ้าดอกกุญแจนะ
Lower Hogsfield won't miss that encampment of Ramrock's loyalists.
Ramrock. ก็ยังมีแบบบักเลยหาตัวก่อนตัวนี้น่าจะเป็นใครก็ได้นะถ้าผมว่า
Revelio.
จะทำก็ได้หรือไม่ทำก็ได้
Could it be a Merlin trial?
ผมจำไม่ได้มันคืออะไรวะจะเรียงตามนี้หรอมั้งเฮ้ยนั่นไงโตเด็ดก่อนละกันจะได้รู้บอกใช้ใส่ประตูเป็นหมาหรือเป็นคนก็ได้มั้งคิดว่าจิ้วแล้วก็อันนี้
Assignment's all finished.
Okay, เรียบร้อยถ้าเล่นใน P5 นี่ผมรู้สึกว่าผิวน้ำจะดีกว่าหรอ มาแล้วฮะอาจารย์กระเทียม
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did, and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees. You're a natural.
ตามหากุญแจเดี๋ยวรอให้เล่นไปถึงได้เวทสะดอกกุญแจก่อนเพราะบางอันเนี่ยมันจะต้องสะดอกกุญแจด้วยมันอยู่ในห้องที่มันล็อกนะตอนนี้มีอยู่แล้ว6 อันมากันต่อเมื่อกี้ใครจุดเหมือนจะเป็นประทัดไม่รู้จุดทำไมจุดเพื่ออะไร
What are you doing out here?
Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in Charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio. Nothing to it. That was one for the ages. Accio. All in the wrist. Not bad. Not bad. Accio. Try to beat that. I'll let you have that one. Well done. You beat me. Bit of good luck, that's all.
I'm not lucky. I'm simply better than you.
All right, fine. You're right. You're better than me. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
I suppose you're right. I'll let the others know that your metal's been tested, and that you passed.
เราจะดูที่ฮอกมิดดิทำตรงนี้แล้วเราจะได้นี่นะ
Pardon me, but were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine Willardsey. Charmed. I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden from entering the forest. Told horrible stories about it, and I've had an irrationally intense fear of it ever since. It's silly, but I'm insatiably curious as to where the butterflies go in the forest. You couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes, if you wouldn't mind.
What were the horrible stories you were told about the Forbidden Forest?
Oh, goodness, everything from students being mysteriously beheaded to terrifying spider dens. Oh, trust me, you hear that at 11 years old, it sticks with you.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind. Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon. Don't forget, the butterflies always seem to be on the fringes of the Forbidden Forest. Good luck.
Butterfly.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx Flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
โอเคจานกระเทียมเดี๋ยวไปถ้าใครทันชื่อที่ผมเรียกว่าอาจารย์กระเทียมนี่คือคุณต้องเคยเล่นมอดภาษาไทยบน PC แต่เป็นเวอร์ชั่น Google Translate อาจารย์กระเทียม
Who lived here, I wonder?
Butterfly.
Huh? There they are. She wasn't making it up. Well, we've come this far. Miss Willetsey might get an answer about these butterflies.
Shall we finish what we started?
ไปไหนแล้ววะ
Revelio.
Butterfly ผมไปไหนแล้ว
Oh, well, look what we have here.
เนี่ยฟาร์มวิวก็ตรงนี้เลย
Confringo. Revelio.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterfly.
Hello, Miss Willitsey.
Well, what happened? Did you find them?
They led me into the forest and revealed a treasure.
Oh, how lovely! I'm glad you were rewarded for your efforts. Perhaps one day I'll be able to bring myself to go into the forest. For now, I'm happy simply knowing there's something so lovely to see, should I dare.
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Red อาจารย์กระเทียมหน่อยดิดูไว้ก่อนนะดูที่ว่าจะทำหรือไม่ทำเดี๋ยวให้อีกทีหนึ่งคืออะไรหมายถึงถึงนี้เหรอใช่พร้อมกันเนี่ยนะต้องไปซื้อแบนเดดใหม่มีขายปะเนี่ยดูดิไม่ได้บอกว่าใช้กับศัตรูแสดงว่าใช้เงินก็ได้จะมีขายป่ะ
Oh, it's you! What a pleasant surprise.
ไม่มี
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
ตอนนี้มีแบนเด็ดแบนเด็ดโว้ตอนไหนมีบ้างวะน่าจะมีมั้งตรงนี้ ร้านอยู่ไหน
I know what that means.
เอ้าไม่ใช่ร้าน
Merlin
นี่
trial.
ว่า
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder. You little coward!
knew I'd find you.
The beast around here can sleep a bit easier now. Revelio. Here.
Thank you for your patronage. It's been a pleasure.
คือยังไงทำเควสนี้เสร็จก็จะไปนอนใช้พร้อมกันหมายถึงโอเคสร้างสำเร็จไปปลูกพืชปลูกพืชปลูกพืชเดี๋ยวมันอยู่ด้านบนว่ะหมายถึงไอ้นี้นะไอ้ชื่อมันอะที่ตัวตลก จากไหนวะเนี่ยไม่6 มิตรเองแล้วซื้อจากไหนหรือว่าต้องไปซื้อที่ร้านขายยาเราไปดูร้านข้างบนก่อนแล้วกันผมก็จำไม่ค่อยได้หรอกเพราะว่าเกมนี้ผมเล่นไปเมื่อปีที่แล้วมั้งปีที่แล้วเดย์วันด้วยนะบน PC มั้งสวัสดีครับคุณไซอี้ผมจำคุณได้นะคุณนี่ไม่ค่อยลงคลิปเลยนะเนี่ยคุณเนี่ยผมจะบอกคุณไซอี้ว่าตอนนี้ผมไม่ได้เล่นบน PC แล้วนะผมย้ายมา PC ผมขายสตรีมทิ้งไปแล้วผมลืมบอก
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I'm told that last Clementine had you... Hello, be with you in a bit. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
มีทุนอยู่แค่นี้ 3,000 กว่าบาทไว้ก่อน
No
แล้ว
one
กั
can
น
say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
เดี๋ยวมาใหม่มันอยู่ชั้นไหนไปชั้นนี้แหละห้องมาทางนี้โหลดอีกแหละมึงโหลดแบบโหลดอีกเคยเล่นบน PC นะแต่ว่าเป็นเดวันก็ช่วงนั้นก็ไลฟ์แบบงูปลาไปกันแหละแบบไลฟ์ผ่านอะไรวะNVIDIA ก็เลยจะเลยต้องเป็นนิดนึงเสียงตั้งอะไรไม่รู้ก็เลยมาไหนๆก็ซื้อแล้วนี่หว่าทำไมปลุกมาได้ทำไมปลุกไม่ได้ลองวางใหม่ดิสงสัยไม่ปลุกไม่ได้วะซื้อมาแล้วนี่นะโอ้ขนาดหม้อไม่ถูกต้องขยายหม้อสินะเดี๋ยวต้องทำเควสปะเนี่ยจะมานั่งไล่ปวดอีกเหรอวะเนี่ยโอ้โหนักกระถางเล็กซะด้วยนะอยากได้กระถางใหญ่อะอยากได้กระถางใหญ่ฮะผมก็ว่าจะไปซื้อเหมือนกันนะคุณสะอีอย่านะโอเคไปใหม่แล้วกันแต่ประเด็นคือผมจำร้านไม่ได้ดิคุณสะอีร้านมันอยู่ไหนนี่ละมั้งว่าแต่ช่วงนี้คุณซะอี้ทำอะไรอยู่เนี่ยฮะผมรอดูคลิปใหม่ของคุณอยู่เนี่ยแล้วเกมนี้ผมว่าผมจะเร่งให้เล่นให้จบให้ไวอ๋อที่ทำงานหนักอย่าหาโหมมากนะพักผ่อนบ้าง เดี๋ยวนะคุณสอีคิดแล้วไปดูไปความปลอดภัยต้องมาก่อนนะถ่ายแล้วสับตีนแตกนานไงโหลดอีกแล้ว
I was wondering when I'd see you again.
มาซื้อกระถางต้นไม้เนี่ยอันไหนมันอันใหญ่สุดวะอันนี้ไม่ขนาดกลางขนาดเล็กอันนี้ล่ะอันนี้ขนาดใหญ่แต่ไม่ได้2 ต้นอยากได้ขนาดใหญ่ๆมันจะได้อันนี้ให้เดียวมั้งเนี่ยโอเคได้2 ต้นก็2 ต้นอ่ะ2 ต้นเช็ค50 41ทิ้งไป
A pleasure doing business with you. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
ว่าจะไปซื้อไม้ขวาที่แรงที่สุดสักหน่อยหมดกันที่สะสมมาที่มันเห็นมันจะมีอะไรที่มัน41นี่ใส่ไปก่อนก็ได้มั้งเพราะช่วงนี้เรายังไม่ได้เน้นเวนดาร์กเท่าไหร่มีอะไรเมื่อกี้เห็นแวบครับเป็นอัศวินที่ใช้เป็นมนต์ได้เสือไม่มีข้ามมาขายของเนี่ย
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Revelio.
มีคนคืนไหมอยู่ตรงนู้นมันไม่อยู่ในห้องแฮะ
Hello there. Come on in. Plenty to look at here.
อยู่นี่อันหนึ่งเหรอจำไว้ก่อนแล้วต้องมีเควสมาแน่ๆในเวลาวาร์ปไปนู่นแล้วเดี๋ยวเราแต่งตัวสักแป๊บจ๊ะเอ๋
Revelio.
นี่เวลาให้ไขแล้วนะตอนนี้มีเปิดแล้ว
I was trapped on the ground there. Every time I
มาแล้วเดี๋ยวเราจัดเรียงกันใหม่โคตรเป็นเริ่มวางเราวางเหลือบกันนี่หว่าอันนี้เดี๋ยวปลูกอันนี้ผมเน้นโพชั่นไว้ก่อน 4 นาทีเลยเหรอไม่มีอะไรทำแล้วอ่ะ4 นาทีเควสเหลืออันนี้อันนี้ผมก็อัพมั่วๆอะไรนี้เดี๋ยวต้องไปโละใหม่น่าจะโละได้แหละโละใหม่ทำอะไรต่อแล้วเนี่ยทีนี้4 นาทีรอนานมากเอาอีกแต่จะมาจบเควสมันอื่นแล้วมั้งเนี่ย4 นาทีที่เรียกผมว่าจะไม่อยากเล่นเควสหลักนะ4 นาทีเก็บไปถ้าเล่นเควสนี้จบแล้วถ้ายังไม่มาเดี๋ยวไว้พาร์ทหน้าแล้วกันจุดประสงค์แล้วจริงพาร์ทนี้จริงไลท์น่าจะไลท์นี่แหละน่าจะไลท์นี่แหละจริงผมว่าจะตามเก็บแค่เควสลองแล้วก็มีแค่เควสหลักเควสเดียวที่เป็นห้องต้องประสงค์ในเมื่อมันรอ14 นาทีเดี๋ยวผมต้องเข้างานบ่ายด้วยยังไม่ได้นอนเลยข้าวยังไม่ได้กินด้วยเดี๋ยวนะมันไม่น่าจะทันมาดูก่อนถ้าเควสนี้จบทันเปล่าไม่รู้ถ้าไม่ทันเดี๋ยวไว้มาวันหลังแล้วกันโอเคไปดูเควสหลัก
I've no doubt the flat will be remembered.
ไกลไหมเนี่ย
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Eldritch Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
His great niece?
Yes, she used to be an Aura. Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience, but you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died. So I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
เปิดนะเปิดอีกไม่ได้ หวังเราก็คือต้องจับสัตว์ สัตว์เอาไปขาย
To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
$1,000 โคตรไกลเดี๋ยวค่อยไปแล้วกันนะไปในครั้งหน้าปัดหน้าแล้วกันมันจะ11 โมงแล้วนะผมยังไม่ได้นอนเลยโอ้โหเดี๋ยวดูก่อนแล้วกันนะว่าเควสต่อไปนี่มันจะนานหรือเปล่านะผมรู้สึกว่าเวลาผมอัดคลิปแบบมันน่าจะไม่พอเท่าไหร่อาจจะต้องเปลี่ยนจากอัดคลิปนี่มาเป็นไลฟ์นะผมว่า มันยังได้แบบไปทะเลทลายด้วยไงถ้าอาจเป็นคลิปมานะแบบมันไม่ได้ทะเลทลายมากอะเดี๋ยวดูก่อนอาจจะเปลี่ยนจากอัดเป็นไลฟ์มันจะคืนนี้ละมั้งเดี๋ยวดูก่อนคืนนี้อาจจะเปลี่ยนเพราะอย่างหนึ่งผมไม่ได้เล่นบน P5 ไงแล้วมันโหลดนานด้วยบน P4
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
มีเรียนน้ำแข็งเดี๋ยวค่อยไปเรียนโอ้โหอีก5 นาทีก็เสร็จแล้วนี่รอเลยเวทต่อไปที่จะได้เป็นเวทอ๋อใส่นี้บอมบาร์ดดูเควสดิเปลี่ยนให้ผมยังเควสนี่แหละพี่น่าจะต้องไปไล่อะไรไปยิงลูกโป่งป่าวะผมก็จำไม่ได้มันลืมแล้วค่อยทำทีหลังเวทนั้นมันจะต้องไปอย่างอื่นด้วยทะเลเท่าไหร่ หาจานกระเทียมดีกว่า
What are you up to now?
จะวาร์ปไปก็จำชื่อสถานที่ไม่ได้อีกประเด็นเรือมาตอนคืนด้วยเขานอนกันหมดแล้วนี่เขาจะสอนไหมเนี่ย
Perhaps a hybrid. Bouncing tentacular.
I finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful. I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots. Wonderfully done! If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just mind the plants, please.
Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
That sounds lovely. All the sights and bustle of a city.
To some, yes. I used to dream of living in the country, but it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time, and whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
It does take a while to adjust to being here.
Precisely, and I was remarkably fortunate. In fact, a 7th year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
How fortunate.
I was indeed. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
You're a natural.
ติ้ว
Revelio.
Now, where was I? Oh, yes.
อ๋อของฟรีของฟรีก็น่าจะไม่มีอะไรแล้วมั้งตอนนี้ก็ที่เหลือก็จะเป็นพวกอันนี้เดี๋ยวผมไปไล่ดูก่อนให้มันทำอะไรวะลืมยิงลูกโป่งหรือทำอะไรสักอย่างจะไม่ได้เห็นอันเนี้ยส่วนอันนี้เดี๋ยวรอเควสเรียนเวทอันโลฮัมโมล่าวิธีปลดล็อกก่อนนะครับเดี๋ยวเราค่อยไปตามหาเสื้อประจำบ้านกันต่อโอเคก็ได้แต่การเวลาแล้วนะครับผมนะฮะก็จะ11 โมงแล้วเดี๋ยวผมจะไม่ได้นอนเอาโอเคเดี๋ยวไปเจอกันใหม่ในไลฟ์หน้าแล้วกันนะผมสำหรับไลฟ์เท่านี้ขอตัวจากลาไปก่อนเลยแล้วกันนะขอลงไลฟ์ก่อนเลยแล้วกันจะได้ไปพักผ่อนนอนบ้างนะครับผมนะโอเคไว้เจอกันใหม่ครับผมบ๊ายบาย